Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report from Monday, June 9th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I like to start with the big picture first and work our way into the day itself. The big picture, still anticipating the 150.57 channel top. This goes back to last summer, so this is really kind of a full year development, excuse me. And it is a structure we've been expecting really for a full 6 weeks, following the settlement 6 weeks ago last Friday above this 4 or 5 month descending channel top that is now well below the market at 96.52. It was that buy signal wherein we anticipated 150.57 as a 3 to 5 month target because there were a series of hurdles on the way up we thought could contain buying on a multi-week basis. Obviously wasn't to be. We're now 80-90% in reach of our overall objective at 150.57. That if tested over the next week or two, and we are expecting this structure over the next week or two, holding above this channel bottom at 137.15. Now this is the daily chart, and we're now stepping into kind of the 1 to 2 week time frame. 137.15, solid support to buy into. If you're a 1 to 2 week swing trader, you're long above 137.15, anticipating the low 150s as a 1 to 2 week target. We came very close to testing this a little over a week ago, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. But it was a week ago last Friday that we fell to within a hair of testing the 137.15 formation, and above which the low 150s remain an objective. 153.46 is a rising channel top that we have actually properly drawn right here on this chart. When I say properly drawn, we have representations. You know, this is the 123.08 channel bottom, FYI, because it is based on the proper sequence of highs and lows. This is the proper channel top at 153.46 because it is based on the proper sequence of lows and highs. But we also show 153.46 as a representation, but it's not the true channel top. This is, in case you're interested. Anyway, and I mentioned already how, you know, that 137.15 level is our base of support. And if we happen to close today above 143.49, which is the high that was put out a week and a half or so ago, I think we can, by the end of the week, reach into the low 150s. So this is kind of your 3 to 5 day swing trade, I think, right now. We're already bullish in the 1 to 2 week swing trade above 137.15. But if we can close above 143.49, by the end of the week, perhaps we can reach that 150.57 longer-term channel top on the weekly chart and the 153.46 rising channel top on the daily chart. The two combined can contain buying through July, even well into the third quarter, and we can fall away from here for a month, 2 or 3. If we do close the week above the low 150s, and we do still have to factor in that 153.46 formation that we see here, if we do close above the low 150s, 172.99 becomes our next big picture objective. And I would like to say that would be a 2 to 3 month target, although once again with presently heightened volatility, this could be within 3 to 5 weeks. 172.99 it's a 1.5 year channel top, soon to be 2 years, can absorb buying on a quarterly, possibly annual basis, but no sense in spending a lot of time on that right now. So holding below 143.49 will keep the 137.15 formation in reach. I don't know about today. You know, I do have 141.51. Now, by the way, just a reminder that all the minor points are carefully chosen. 141.51, nothing more than Friday's low. And I think if we break it, I can't say that I would expect 137.15, but that would be an early show of weakness wherein we could see 137.15 on an intraday basis. Solid zone to buy into for the day, for the next 3 to 5 days, say for the next several days, back up to 143.59. I should have them both in the same chart, but I don't. And as I said, over the next week or two into the low 150s. Now, if we close below 137.15, I see no good reason to stay long NVIDIA over the next week or two. I would anticipate the possibility, and I'm going to use that word right now, for 123.08 within a week or two of closing below 137.15. But we also have this newly formed horizontal structure, and these have they have the knack to play spoiler, if you will. So yes, can you play the short side below 137.15? You certainly can, because over the following week or two, we could see 123.08. But just know that I think 133.53 on the way down could give the market trouble, so much so that we might even rotate upward off of it. So, really what I'm saying is I like being long at or above 137.15. As we continue into later June, I expect the low 150s. That much is said. Now, I also like being short below 133.53. And there I think you've got a 3 to 5 day, better part of 2 weeks perhaps, sell signal down to 123.08. The question, of course, is can we expect 123.08 within a couple of weeks of closing below 137.15? I think you can set a short position there, maybe a partial. You scale into a short. You're certainly out of a long position. I think if your time frame is 1 to 2 weeks, you can scale into a short below 137.15 and add the balance to the short side below 133.53. There's obviously more than 1 or 2 ways to do this, and I'll leave that to you. I do have 133.53 as a level that can contain daily lows, and I think you can act on the 1 to 2 week sell signal below 137.15. Just know that over the following day or two, you also want to see a settlement below 133.53 just to add weight to the market, anticipating 123.08. But, in terms of the big picture, keeping it simple, below 137.15, a settlement below does allow 123.08 within 1 to 2 weeks. 123.08 is a meaningful 2-month channel support now that can absorb selling into possibly through July trade, and from here we can round up into the low 150s. So it really is, if given the opportunity, 123.08 is your support that is midterm in scope. If given the opportunity to buy it, you can. It's a buy and hold back into the low 150s. We could trade inside as we move through the month of July. We could trade inside the low 150s resistance to what is now rising support at 123.08. We could trade inside of that area for the next 3 to 5 weeks, next 1 to 2 months. Certainly there'd be a meaningful sell signal with a settlement below 123.08. We are likely to see an aggressive sell-off. I'm just not going to go there just yet. I need to see what the high is before we can anticipate what our support levels might be below 123.08. Last week, WickedStocks.com put out 3 stock picks: Tempest AI, Adobe Systems, and Dana Holdings, all of which show the potential for at least 20% return if the buy signals are elicited. We give you the exact specific price points to violate for initiating those long positions, and then we follow up continuously, week by week, showing you how these structures have changed, what to do, where you place your stops, what our targets are. Sometimes the targets are moving, as you're well aware with my work. They're channel structures that could be moving through time. We keep you tuned in to all of that over time. You can check it all out for free by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of our 5-day free trial. And you'll also get the 2 stock picks we're putting out this week, as well as our daily Triple Q, our daily SPY analysis, and our weekly Apple stock analysis, etc., etc. Check us out at wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.